What's good, Brick Brigade? I am super excited. We are on our way to make probably the biggest Lego bulk buy that we've ever had. This deal is going to be awesome. So hopefully this guy shows up and we're able to close the deal. So make sure you stay tuned to the end because you don't want to miss the figures that we're getting today. Hey Brick Brigade, thanks so much for being here today. We have an amazing haul of Lego minifigures for you guys today. This is probably our best one to date so far. Make sure that you stay tuned till the very end because we're saving all of the amazing figures for the end. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, Brick Brigade, so as you can see in this episode, we're not going to take our time and look at every single figure individually, front and back. It would just take too long. There's over 200 figures here. I think there's closer to almost 250. So with that being said, we're going to maybe take a closer look at the more expensive figures at the end. We'll take a look at those guys front and back. We'll probably put those on the little turntable. That way you guys can see the whole 360 view of all the real beautiful figures, high-end figures. As far as these guys go, we're just going to look at them on the riser and do a quick overview. So with that being said, we have Blue Milk Luke. We have two Geo clones. We have the ARF Trooper from the Rancor Battalion, as well as the ARC Trooper from the Rancor Battalion. We have Captain Neo. We have the Emperor. We have Admiral Raddus, and we have Sabine Wren with her blue and light greenish blue hair. And then we have Chewbacca, of course. So we're on our second row down. We have Luke Skywalker from Hoth, Empire Strikes Back. We have the Guavian, I believe that's a robot. We have Han Solo, one of the newer versions, maybe one from the Solo movie. We have Wrecker and Tech from Bad Batch, two of everybody's favorites, so it's very hard to find these days. Everybody's looking for them. We have the Mando Loyalist. We have the original Bo-Katan. We have Ezra. Everybody loves Ezra, especially that figure. It's been going up in price considerably, especially since Ahsoka the series came out. We have Rey, and then we have the Quarren from Boba Fett's throne room. Third row now, we're going left to right. Starting on the left, we've got Luke Skywalker Celebration Luke. We have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. We have Shin Hati. We have Kanan Jarrus. We have Anakin. I think that might be Sith face Anakin. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi with the beard and the mid-length hair. We have Captain Rex from Endor, highly sought after figure. We have P2 Gree, another favorite of everybody. And then we have Merrick, and we have one of the airborne troopers with the light bluish gray cloth comma, highly sought after figure for sure. Okay guys, going from left to right here, starting with Ahsoka, we have her obviously, we have the Grand Inquisitor, we have Old Man Obi-Wan with the redesigned hood, we have Sabine Wren, and again the Sabines that you see here do come with their hood, with the helmets. We have those all separated to keep them nice and fresh and protected. We have Baylan Skoll with looks like shoulder pads. I don't know if this figure is supposed to come with shoulder pads or not. I have several of them, but I've never opened the box and built the set myself, so I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to come. Either way, it's a pretty cool addition because the character in the show wears shoulder pads. We have the Dark Trooper. You guys know I love Dark Troopers. We have another Luke Skywalker. We have Ki-Adi-Mundi, the nice version of Ki-Adi-Mundi. Not the Clone Wars one, the one that's more movie accurate. We have Mace Windu. I believe that was the Mace Windu from the UCS set. We have Anakin with his gold headset and his printed legs. Pretty cool figure. Moving down to our fifth riser here, we have 4-LOM. We have an older Obi-Wan Kenobi with a robe or a cape that's a little bit tattered. It's a little bit frayed on the edges, but I have some to replace that with that are brand new, so not a big deal there. We have Old Man Obi-Wan with the nice printed torso. We have Padawan Obi-Wan with the braid. We have Cassian Andor from the Andor show. Then we have a Chewbacca with the tan printed legs. We have Padme from the movie, not from the Clone Wars. This one is highly desirable, much more accurate, and I'm pretty sure it's worth more than the Clone Wars version. Moving forward, we also have a Gamorrean guard. I believe this is one from Boba Fett's throne room. We have an Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Kenobi Disney Plus series, and to finish off this row, we have a Resistance Trooper. Moving down to what I believe is our sixth row, we have a OG 501st Trooper. We have the Clone Commander from that Battle Pack exclusive that was exclusive to Lego and the Lego.com and the Lego store. We have the newer Scout Trooper with the light bluish gray arms and the printed legs. Really nice version of that figure. We have Phase 2 Commander Cody with the bonus Emperor Palpatine Order 66 hologram. Really cool addition to that figure. If you haven't done that yourself, check it out. We have a couple more 501st. We have the helmet hole 501st and I believe the other one does not have a helmet hole. That might be one of the OG ones. Next to him, we have the UCS version of Luke Skywalker that came in the Red 5 $200 UCS set. We have Baze Malbus, complete with his gun and his backpack and all of the pieces. We have a Din Djarin, and then we have the ever-popular Paz Vizsla. Really cool figure from The Mandalorian. Moving down to row 7, we're going to start off with the Mortar Trooper. Beautiful figure, highly sought after. This figure is really cool. I really love the helmet design and the overall look of this figure. We have one of the Skittle Mandalorians from the Mandalorian Battle Pack. We have a Tatooine Luke, one of the newer ones, I believe, another Skittle Mando. We have 2 Luke Skywalker pilot figures. We have a Chancellor Palpatine. We have Rowan Freemaker. And next to Rowan, we have Logray, the Ewok, and then we have Omega from Bad Batch. All right, starting our 8th and final row of this particular riser, we have 2 super battle droids, a regular one, and then the one with the blaster arm that's more valuable. We have an R2-D2. We have Obi-Wan's R2, which I believe is R2-D4. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have Todo 360 from Cad Bane's little buddy. We have Grogu. We have IG-88. Next to him, we have the white version of General Grievous. Next to General Grievous, we have a really cool figure. We have Aunt Beru from that highly sought after. I believe it was a GWP, gift with purchase from Star Wars Lego rather. I believe maybe not this May the 4th, the May the 4th before that. Very highly sought after figure. People love that figure. Next to Aunt Beru, we have Taun We, the Kaminoan. Pretty sure this is the only version of this figure, and it may be the only Kaminoan figure that Lego has ever produced to date. So couple those two things together, along with the fact that it comes in only one set, and you have the perfect recipe for a figure that should increase in value over the years. All right, so we have gotten through a portion of the figures that we have to look at today. Guys, make sure you please give this video a thumbs up, give us a subscription. Know that it really helps our channel out a lot, and we really appreciate it. On our next column, we have the 501st with the visor. We have Princess Leia. We have 3 different versions of Darth Vader. We have the white-faced one. I believe that one is from the Rebels. And then we have 2 Darth Vaders with the light nougat heads. And then we have an Old Republic trooper. We have one of the rocket troopers from the 501st Battle Pack. We have a 332nd. I believe that one does not have helmet holes. We have a Horn Company, and we have an ARF trooper. Looking at this next row, we have a clone pilot, we have Zuckuss, we have a Sith trooper, we have the newer version of Dengar, we have a newer version of the Republic Fleet Trooper, we have Jar Jar, everybody loves Jar Jar, we have a Mandalorian Death Watch figure without the backpack. This is one of the only figures that is missing something that it should have, but I can't complain with the price that I paid for this lot. I get an absolute steal on it. Wait till you guys see what's coming. Next to him, we have 2 of the 41st Battalion Kashyyyk Elite Corps. We have the regular trooper, and then we have the scout version, and then we have another of the clone pilots. Onto the 3rd row down, we have a clone gunner, we have a 187th clone commander, we have a P2 clone trooper, we have a Stormy, we have a Death Trooper, we have next to the Death Trooper, we have, I believe it's an Imperial gunner from the Death Star, correct me if I'm wrong. We have a Tusken Raider, we have one of the very rare sought after 501st pilots, we have a Phase 2 212th, and next to him we have a Shadow Stormtrooper. These figures are really cool. Love the finish on these guys, and they're pretty rare. The plastic, unfortunately, on this finish, and I think a lot of the brown finishes in Lego, seems to be very brittle, so few of these are surviving, which adds to the value of these. So if you have one, or if you can find one, grab it and hold on to it, because they're becoming more and more rare each and every day. All right, moving on. The next figure we're going to look at is we have the Senate Commando Captain. I believe these are the newer versions. And we also have just a regular Senate Commando. Next to him, we have the First Order Snowtrooper. Then we have Hunter from the Bad Batch. Next, we have P1 Commander Gree, followed by one of the newer Scout Troopers from the Mandalorian. Followed next, we have another one of the Skittle Mandalorians from the Mandalorian Battle Pack. I believe this is one of the female Mandalorians. We have Luke Skywalker from Mandalorian, spoiler alert, when he comes in and saves the day. And the end of that, I believe it was season 2. And then we have the Thelan Dancer from Boba Fett's throne room, as well as Greedo. Okay, moving on, we believe the next figure is Captain Durth from Obi-Wan. And we have not battle-damaged Anakin. I think this is burnt Anakin, or off the top of my head, I think it's burnt Anakin. Then we have the Mandalorian Din Djarin, Cad Bane, complete with his breather. This is the newer Cad Bane from the Justifier set. I think this figure is going to continue to go up in value, especially as that set retires. Next, we have two different versions of Boba Fett with the pauldrons, or the capes there. Those are really cool. Next, we have two different versions of Obi-Wan, one with the longer mid-length hair, the other the shorter hair. We have two different versions of Obi-Wan, followed by Qui-Gon Jinn and Bib Fortuna from Boba Fett's throne room. On to the next column, we have two Endor Rebel troopers. We have Wee Quay from the newer version of the throne room, Boba Fett's throne room. We have First Order Stormtrooper Finn. We have the Mandalorian Loyalist, I believe. We have Luke from, I believe, what is the newer version of either the Empire Strikes Back set of Cloud City, or one of those types of sets. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. We have Bo-Katan, the original version with her original haircut, her little bowl haircut. Next, we have the Red Sith Jump Trooper, or Jet Trooper. We have Kylo Ren, and then we have the U-Wing pilot. Moving on down another row, we have Ned B from the Obi-Wan show. We have the Clone Sergeant. We have an old school clone trooper with the helmet that has the hollow opening to just put over the black head. We have Hoth Captain Rex. We have Poncho Libre Luke Skywalker. We have a Bith musician. And we have one of the really cool brand new Bo-Katans from the Spider Tank. This is probably my favorite one. I know a lot of people like this one the most. Drop in the comments if you guys think that this is your favorite of the Bo-Katan figures. All the Bo-Katans that you guys see here do come with the helmets as well. After Bo-Katan, we have General Veers. We have battle-damaged Darth Vader. It's a really cool figure. It looks like there's a cape that's been added onto this that's been all frayed and tattered on purpose, which is a really nice addition. I don't believe that that comes with the figure. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't really know. I've never seen this figure in person before. And then we have Darth Maul. Almost forgot, after Darth Maul, on the riser below, we have the 20th anniversary version of Princess Leia, the OG 20th anniversary of Princess Leia. Really cool figure in beautiful condition. On our final row here of this second riser, we have Mace Windu from the Battle Tank. We have a Hoth Rebel. We have a Mandalorian Super Commando, one of Maul's Mandos, they're called. We also have Savage Opress. We have another version of Luke Skywalker as a Jedi. We have two Greef Kargas, another beautiful Darth Maul. We have Sabine with her hair. This is the Sabine that also comes with her, another Sabine that also comes with her helmet and hair. And we have Bacta Luke. Whew, man, amazing lot so far. So these two stands together hold 160 figures, and we're not even close to being finished. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the end because you don't want to miss any of the figures we've got coming. Okay, Brick Brigade, we're going to take a look at what I would consider, quote-unquote, the remainder of the average figures, the non-super fancy figures. So let's take a look and see what we've got. We've got two more of the Mandalorians from the Battle Pack, the Skittle Mandalorians. I believe those are both female Mandos. We have Fennec Shand with her hairpiece. We have Din Djarin. We have two identical Obi-Wans. We have another Din Djarin. We have Boba Fett from Boba Fett's throne room. We have two of the Snowtrooper commanders from, I believe, the UCS set. I'm pretty sure that's what those are from. On the next row, we have another Boba Fett from Boba Fett's throne room. We have two of the armorers. Those figures have been going up nicely in value. We have another Fennec Shand, who also comes with her hairpiece. Next to her, we have the Dark Trooper. We have a 187th Trooper. We have two of the TIE AT-AT pilots. And then we have two of the brand new Commander Foxes. One of the Foxes has a cloth comma on, which is a nice, cool little addition. Obviously, somebody threw that on there. It's not part of the factory design, and they threw on a little plastic black visor as well. Nice touch, really makes the figure look cool. Obviously, it's not factory original, and that stuff can be removed, but it's a nice touch. Next row, we have two of the brand new Shock Troopers. We have another 187th figure. We have three of the 212th, the new ones, the Phase 2s. And then we have one of the 332nds without helmet holes, and then three that do have them. Next, final row of our average figures. We have three of the newer leg print patterned clone troopers that came from that exclusive Lego only battle pack, blister pack. We have two of the 501st Heavies with the helmet holes. We have another Dark Trooper. Again, we have another Sabine. She also has her helmet. We're keeping her helmet safe and scratch-free. We have another ARC Trooper. We have another Supreme Kylo Ren. And then finally, last but not least, we have another Ezra. Those figures are definitely going up as well, so we're happy to have as many as we do. So with that being said, let's get into the real high-end stuff. Okay, Brick Brigade, here we have Smiley Face Django. We know this isn't the super expensive Django, but nonetheless, he is valuable. About 40 to 50 bucks, depending on where you're looking. Nice figure for sure. Okay, up next we have Sith Face Anakin. While he's not a true high-end figure, he's still a really sought-after figure. And this figure is in beautiful condition. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time looking at him because he's relatively common. Let's move on to some next heat, though. All right, moving up the food chain, we have a Phase 1 Commander Fox in beautiful like-new condition with the correct comma, the correct pauldron. He does have both of his DC-15 blasters, and he is in beautiful, brand-new condition. Okay, Brick Brigade, next up we have Count Dooku with the white hair, played by Christopher Lee, the infamous, world-famous actor Christopher Lee. This figure is in beautiful condition. It does come with its curved lightsaber hilt and blade as well. And the cape, as you guys can see, is also really, really nice. Coruscant Guard Shock Trooper, one of the OG Shock Troopers. Really nice figure. I love these guys. I like them a little bit more than the new ones, but the new ones are also really sweet as well. It's about anywhere between a $60 to $80 figure, depending on who you buy it from and the market price at the time of purchase. So for this lot, we're going to put these two figures together. While they're really cool figures, just to save a little bit of time, we're going to put them together. We've got Kit Fisto with the cape, brand new, beautiful condition, as well as Master Plo Koon. Two beautiful figures, amazing condition, must-haves for your collection. Roll two more figures together here. We have a Wolfpack P2 as well as another of the Shock Troopers, the P2 Shock Troopers. I believe this is like our fourth P2 Shock Trooper that we have. Beautiful figures, both heavy hitters, both in beautiful condition. Next up, we have another twofer. We have Padawan Anakin. It's like a $50 to $70 figure. Then we have Aayla Secura. This is the real nice version of Aayla Secura. They're both nice, but I like this one a little bit better. It's the non-Clone Wars version. Detail on these figures is absolutely amazing, and they are in beautiful, brand new condition. Up next, we have Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian. Everybody loves Moff Gideon. Super valuable figure. He's been going up and up and up ever since he was released. I'm glad that we got this one in this lot. Really love the cape on this figure. The two capes put together. It's a really beautiful touch. You got the red cape and the black cape. Giancarlo Esposito really nailed the way he played this figure, especially in the earlier version, the earlier seasons of The Mandalorian. Next up, we have everyone's favorite Gar Saxon. People really digging on this figure for sure, and since he's been retired, his price and his value have been going up. Really love the color schemes on this, and it's just a really cool figure. Must have for your collection as well as all the others. Okay, Brick Brigade, the next figure we have here is Jedi Master Luminara Unduli. This is the non-Clone Wars version. This one is supposed to be more movie accurate. It's the one with the brown hood and the brown cape. She is worth, right now, I just looked her up on Bricklink, and at the time of filming this, she's worth approximately $70 to $80, depending, again, on who you're buying it from and the condition of the figure. Bricklink is just a guide, never take it as gospel, but it certainly helps. I also like to use eBay for comps and looking up sold items and current listed items. She is a beautiful figure, and she, like all the others, is available in our shop. Next, we have Quinlan Vos from that clone turbo tank with the printed legs. Really awesome figure. This figure has been going up as well, especially since that set has been retired, and this isn't a figure that you find very often. So when you can grab them, you grab them, because I think there's only two versions of this figure, one and another one, and this is the one that is more valuable of the two. Next up, we have P1 Commander Cody, my son's personal favorite Star Wars figure. This figure is beautiful. He's in great condition. He comes with his two DC-17 blasters. He's got his plastic comma and his plastic pauldron as well. Awesome figure, brand new condition. Here we have P1 Commander Wolf. One of my personal favorite figures. Really love the detail on this figure. He, like all the other figures, he's in beautiful brand new condition as well. And he comes with all of the correct hardware. One of our big dogs, we've got P1 Captain Rex. Awesome figure, one of the figures that really started off the Lego Star Wars craze of collecting back in the day. This figure, like all the others, is in brand new, beautiful condition. Not only is he in beautiful condition, but he is also complete with all of the correct accessories, including his guns, not seen here, but they are available. And it's only fitting that we follow P1 Rex with P2 Rex. This is the first P2 Rex that I've ever owned. He is complete. He, like everybody else, is in beautiful, brand new condition. His comma, his pauldron, everything is flawless, beautiful condition. He also comes with his blasters. Next up, we have Zeb from Rebels. This is the only Zeb I've ever owned. He's a Zeb that comes on only one set. He comes from the Ghost from back in 2014. It's amazing. That's already almost 10 years ago. This figure, as you can see, is in beautiful, brand new condition like all of the others. Next up, we have Blind Kanan. This is the first Blind Kanan I've ever owned. A really cool figure. I've had plenty of the other regular Kanans, the traditional Kanans, but this is the first Blind Kanan that I've had. And as you can see, this figure is also in amazing condition. So here we have a Sabine with the helmet on. I had to show you guys proof that we do have the Sabines with the helmet, and beautiful figure. The helmet alone, I believe, is like $70 to $100, depending on where you can find it or how you can grab it, sometimes more. So the complete figure together is a pricey little peach, but she is worth it. Beautiful figure. Is the second Darth Malgus that I've been fortunate enough to own over the years, and this one I think is in even better condition than the last one that I owned, which I sold for about $200, maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. So this figure is gorgeous. He is in amazing condition, and as hard as it is to part with these figures, I'm definitely going to end up selling them. So if you guys see anything you want, contact me at Red 5 Trading Company on eBay and on Whatnot. For those of you who follow the channel, you can see this is another Grand Admiral Thrawn. We were able to get two, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we picked up another one in this lot, and he's in as good, if not better condition than the others. They're all in beautiful condition, but it's just nice to be able to own another one of these. I've had 0, and all of a sudden I have 3 of them. So consider myself pretty fortunate. If you guys want any of these, make sure you message me. All right, up next we have one of my favorite, if not my favorite figures in the lot. Definitely one of them for sure. We have Ahsoka. Adult Ahsoka with a sealed headpiece. This is like one of the holy grail of Star Wars figures as far as collecting goes. She is in brand new, beautiful condition. If you know about this figure. If you don't, you want to do your research, because this is one of the true hard to find, hard to get figures, and she is in beautiful condition. We have a Darth Maul polybag. This particular one is worth anywhere between $50 to $70, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on who you're buying it from and what time you see it available in the market. But nice bag, and it's in beautiful condition. We're at the final figure. We have the Piece de Resistance. We have a brand new sealed, that's right, Darth Revan in the bag. Wow, what an amazing figure this is. The first one, the only one I've ever owned. As tempting as it is to be able to keep this and add it to my personal collection, I'm probably going to end up selling it. So again, if you guys are interested, make sure you hit me up on eBay or Whatnot, or even Instagram at Red 5 Trading Company if you're wanting your chance to own this or any of the other figures that you've seen for that matter. Again, guys, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Leave us a comment. Tell me what you think I paid for this entire lot. While you're at it, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure that you have notifications turned on so you don't miss any of our future giveaways and videos. Thanks so much. We really appreciate you. See you soon.